Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So at this time, we will tackle about one of the topic in Calculus 3, which is integrals yielding inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, so we have here the following formulas to be used. Okay, number one, if we have here integral of du over square root of 1 minus u squared, so as we integrate that one, that is just actually equivalent to sine to negative 1, then we have u plus c, or in the inverse of sine u plus c. Okay. Second, if you are given integral of du over 1 plus u squared, that is actually equivalent to, or its antiderivative is sine inverse of u plus c. Third, if we are given integral of du over u times square root of u squared minus 1 is actually equivalent to the inverse of sine of u plus c. Then we have here the fourth one. If we're given integral of du over square root of a squared minus u squared, that is equivalent to inverse of sine of u over a plus c, as given that a is greater than 1, because when a is greater than 1, so we could easily find out that there is a value for u over a. Then another one for letter E, integral of du over a squared plus u squared is equal to 1 over a tan inverse of u over a plus c. Then we have a is greater than 1. Okay, lastly, last formula, so we have here integral of du over u times square root of u squared minus a squared is actually equivalent to 1 over a. Then we have inverse of second, u over a plus c, then where a is greater than 1. Okay, let us have some illustrative example. Okay, evaluate the following integrals. Okay, we have here the first one, letter A, integral of dx over 4 plus x squared. Letter B, integral of dx over square root of 9 minus x squared. Then we have here letter C, integral of dx over x squared minus x plus 2. Then letter D, we have here integral of dx over x times square root of x squared minus 16. So as we are going to evaluate this integral, all we have to do is we will have to use all those formulas in the previous slides. Okay, let us work with number 1 or letter A. So we have here solution for letter A, integral of dx over 4 plus x squared. Okay, of course, so in this problem, we are going to identify our u squared. So it is very easy for us to identify. That is the term that has variable x. So we have u squared is equal to x squared. Then to get the value of u, which is equivalent to x, just get the square root from both sides. Then, as we get the derivative of u, we will write down the du. Then for the derivative of x, so we have in the right hand side, which is dx. Then another one, we let a squared also be equal to 4. Okay. Then second, we get also the value of a, which is positive 2, because as we get the square root of 4, we have here positive 2. Then using our formula, integral of du over a squared plus u squared, and that is actually equivalent to 1 over a tan inverse of u over a plus c, as a is greater than 1. So all we have to do is, in using this formula, we already have the value of a, the value of u. Okay, so we can now utilize this formula. So we have here 1 over 2. 1 over 2 because our a is equivalent to 2. Then we have tan inverse, wherein our u is equivalent to x over a, which is 2. Then we have here c. As you can see, our value, our c in here is referring to the constant. Why there is a constant after getting the antiderivative? Because the antiderivative actually is the reverse for the derivative. So as we get the derivative of any constant, the result will be 0. But for the antiderivative, of course, since it is the reverse of derivative, so we are trying to find out the constant of this function. Okay, let us proceed now in solution for letter B. We are given integral of dx over square root of 9 minus x squared. Okay, so first, let us have to identify our u squared, and that is equivalent to x squared. Then for u, that is equivalent to x. Derivative of u, which is du, and derivative of x, which is dx. Another one, we have to find also our value of a squared, which is 9, and for the value of our a, which is equivalent to 3. Then using our formula, integral of du over a squared, square root of a squared, minus u squared, that is equivalent to sine inverse of u over a plus c, as a is greater than 1. Okay, so we have here sine inverse. Of course, we replace our u, which is equivalent to x, and a as the denominator, which is equivalent to 3. Okay, so that is our final answer. Next, we have also here solution in letter C. We are given integral of dx over x squared minus x plus 2. Okay, so at this time, we will have to use the completing the square for us to identify our u squared and our a squared as much as possible, the value of u and a. So first, we have here from the given function above, dx over x squared minus x plus 2, it will become integral of dx over x squared minus x plus 4, okay, plus 1/4. The reason is that we will be using the completing the square, x squared minus x. The middle term is x or 1, then we will have to multiply that 1 by 1/2, and that is equivalent to 1/2. Then we will square that one, so it will become 1/4. So after that, we will add that after the term x, or the minus x plus 1/4. Then what we are going to add in after the second term, which is negative x, we will also subtract. Now from the right hand side, after 2, we have 2 minus 1/4. Okay, next, we will have to simplify, or in the first part, we have x squared minus x plus 1/4. That is actually a perfect square trinomial. So we can use two binomial factors, which are x minus 1/2 and x minus 1/2. But we can lump up between these two binomial factors, so it will become x minus 1/2 raised to the power of 2. And simplifying to the other side, we have 2 minus 1/4. So we have 2 times 4 is 8 minus 1. We have 7 over 4. Okay, next. At this time, we can now let our value of u squared, which is equivalent to x minus 1/2 to the power of 2. Or for our value of u, which is equivalent to x minus 1/2. Then as we get the derivative of x minus 1/2, the derivative of x is 1, then for the derivative of 1/2 is 0. So that's why we write down du over dx. Okay, next. We also have here our value of a squared, which is 7 over 4. Then for the value of a, that is equivalent to square root of 7 over 2. Then using our formula for the integral that yields inverse trigonometric function. So we have here integral of du over a squared plus u squared is actually equivalent to 1 over a tan inverse of u over a plus c, where a is greater than 1. Then from that, we found out that we have this expression. So 1 over square root of 7 over 2. Because we have here 1 over a, so we know that the value of a is equivalent to square root of 7 over 2. So we have here. Then tan inverse of the quantity x minus 1/2, and which is our value of u. Okay? Then our a is square root of 7 over 2 plus c. We are not done in this part, because we still have to get the reciprocal of square root of 7 over 2 in here, and in this side also from the left. Okay? Next, as we get the reciprocal, so from the left hand side, it will become 2 times square root of 7, because 2 times square root of 7 times 1 still 2 times square root of 7. Tan inverse of the quantity x minus 1/2, then the denominator part, which is square root of 7 over 2, we will have to get the inverse, that is 2 over square root of 7. Multiplying that 1 to this quantity inside will become, we have here 2 over square root of 7, tan inverse of 2x minus 1. Instead of writing 1 half, we have here 2 times x, it will become 2x. 2 times 1 half is negative 1 over square root of 7 plus c. Okay, so let us proceed now to the solution in letter D. We're given integral of dx over x times square root of x squared minus 16. Okay, so first, let us identify our u squared. That is equivalent to x squared. And for the value of u, by getting the square root of both sides from the left and from the right side, we have here u is equal to x. Then to find the derivative, we write down du over, du is equivalent to dx. Another one is let a squared is equal to 16 from here. Then we identify the value of a, which is 4. Then using our formula, okay, for the inverse trigonometric function, we have integral of du over u times square root of u squared minus a squared is equivalent to 1 over a, then second or inverse of second, u over a plus c, where a is greater than 1. Then using this one, we can now have 1 over a. Instead of writing 1 over a, we have the value of a, which is 4. So we have 1 over 4. Inverse of second. Then the value of our u, which is x. So we have here x. And a is equivalent to 4. So we have 1/4 second or inverse of second. X over 4 plus c as our answer for letter D. So I hope that these examples will help you particularly in identifying the antiderivative that would yield inverse trigonometric function.